Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is YesterGames, and this is going to be the second episode in my Caw Showcase series, or my Caw Showcase mini-series, where I make the 50 Caws for WWE 2K17. Now, a couple of quick little things here before we get really started. One thing is that this episode is going to be one Caw shorter than the other one. I made a small miscalculation in my last episode. The last episode was 12 cars. This one's only 11. And I'll fix it as we go along so that it does equal 50 when we're done here. Also, I know these cars aren't my best, and I apologize for that. These aren't my best quality, so I'm going to try really hard on the next cars to make them the best quality I can. So if you could just stick with me, hopefully I can make some better cars than the ones I have here. Alright, now let's get started. Now, this is my car, Seth Walker. I kind of thought that name would be funny because his name is Seth Walker, and I had the finisher to be Seth Walker, but apparently that they deleted that move from the game for some reason. So now it's the Salido del Sol, which is the same thing, but like a little bit more lucha. So this is Seth Walker. He's supposed to be my lone wolf character. I have this little tattoo here for some reason. Just thought it'd be cool. Got a little ponytail. That might be the old Chris Jericho ponytail back in like 2001, maybe 1990 something. And I think this attire is overall cool. I'm getting a really like Alberto Del Rio vibe, but I think overall it's cool because I really love this. Like I love the little design that I have right here. And of course you have the lone wolf right there. You can see then the same logo on the boots. I said the boots. I apologize. On the knee pads, and then just normal boots. And then for his entrance attire, he just has a nice little sleeveless leather jacket, like all badasses have. All badasses have a sleeveless leather jacket, and got the lone wolf on the back of it. And I feel that it's important for you to know that his entrance is him doing a Shield entrance, specifically a Dean Ambrose Shield entrance, just to kind of give you an idea of how he looks. He comes out through the crowd. I just thought that'd be something that would be interesting to know. Alright, now moving on to a second attire. These two attires don't really have a difference when it comes to is he heel or is he face. It's more about what gimmick is he going towards. And the first one was a lone wolf gimmick, which is why you saw the lone on the, I suppose you can call it a little strap. Uh, this attire is more like he's walking alone. It's the same kind of idea overall, but it's a different way of going about it. So we have the walk on one side and the alone on another side. And then we have the same design on the loincloth part of this. I don't know what to call it. Maybe someone else will correct me. On the loincloth part of it. I kind of like this attire better than the other one just because it's something kind of different. And you can kind of see the rest of the attire. I got some Xavier Woods before the New Day, at least. Boots going on. They're all black, though, because I think they work well with the Ascension tights, almost like built-in knee pads that are like really defined if you kind of look at them. It's got some normal elbow pads right here, as well as some wrist tape. And then for his entrance attire, it's this shirt. Now, I tried to do this thing where I tried to kind of make, oops, sorry. I tried to make all the letters uh, sort of resemble this certain kind of font, and the font I was trying to resemble was this font. It believes this is what Mark Henry was saying when he was a really big thing on SmackDown. I don't remember when that was, but he was a really big thing on SmackDown, and he was doing the Hall of Pain thing, and this is what he said during that. And I was trying to mimic the same font style with the slashes through, which in retrospect I should have just made like one big slash that made it through almost all letters. But I think it turned out well. The one thing that I'm not really happy with is that I don't think it saved for some reason. Uh, the word that and do are supposed to be red, and the words what and I are supposed to be white. I'll probably have to change that. I'll probably do it like after the video's over. It's not a big deal. But this is Seth Walker, and tell me what you guys think about this car. This is one of the cars that we have, one of the 11. So let's get on to our second car. So this is our next car, Curtis Hunt. I really like how this turned out. This is one of the better cars for this Caw Showcase. I really like how this one turned out. Really like his face and kind of just overall, I like his entire gear. I was really proud uh, of Diamond, of Frankie Diamond in the first Caw Showcase because I think I did a really nice job on his face, but his attire kind of lackluster. I think I did a very good job on his attire this time around for this character, and the face kind of makes it kind of fall back because, well, obviously, just it's the attire is too gorgeous. Hmm. This is this is like an 8. You know, you can love him at like an 8. This is a 10 right here. Alright, anyway. So this is his first attire. I named him the Future Curtis Hunt. The Future is his nickname for the record. So I have the Future on one side, and I wanted to put something on the left side. So I put this. I'm not really sure what this is to be 100% sure of 100% straight with you. I know that is the Triple H symbol for something. He always uses that symbol. So I use that, and I guess these little lines, I don't know why. I think it looks kind of cool, though. I'm not sure what it was. I was just goofing around. Then I have the fist right here, and I love this fist. I just love this fist so much. And we have these boots and kick pads. So we're, right here. Nothing really to show off here, but something I do think is kind of cool. I haven't used this before. This is the old Justin Gabriel sleeve back when he was in WWE. This was in like the past couple games, but it looked like kind of bad. I didn't really like it, but I used it in this game because I think it looks kind of cool now. And of course, on the left hand, you have wrist tape, hand tape, as well as a elbow pad. And I think this is kind of, if this is not the best car of this showcase, this might be one of the best. Like I said, I don't have the cars that I have for this car showcase aren't 100% the best. So hope that you can bear with me. So that's his ring attire, and his entrance attire is the same, not the same logo, I suppose. Well, kind of the same logo. The lines, except they're the opposite colors now, just for sake of the shirt. So that looks pretty self-explanatory. Of course, he has his name, the Future Curtis Hunt, on one side of the shirt. And I'm not going to fix anything here because this is kind of how it's just going to be until I change the attire for the universe mode. And this is his championship attire. He does not have a ring. Sorry, no, not a ring and entrance attire for this. No shirt or jacket because I couldn't find anything that I thought looked good. He's just going to enter shirtless like a real man. But this is his championship attire. I put champion on the stripe, I suppose you can call it. And I might delete these other little black stripes because I don't think they look very good. But I'm just going to keep them on right now for the purposes of the Caw Showcase. So that's on right there. We still have the Future on the same side of the tights. Might have to move those over a little bit more, but besides that, they look pretty much the same. And we have what I was trying to simulate at the championship right here. What I was trying to simulate. Doesn't look the best, but I think it gets my point across that he's champion, so he has this on his other leg instead of the old design. And then he has the Seth Rollins knee pads, and who I'm gonna say are RVD knee pads because I don't actually know whose knee pads these are. I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't talk today. Seth Rollins knee pads, these are these, and what I'm gonna say are RVD kick pads. I actually don't know who these are, but I associate these with Rob Van Dam. And then when you move up, there's nothing else really to see on the upper body. He doesn't have the arm sleeve anymore, so I just gave him 2 elbow pads. and then just normal wrist and finger tape. So that's it for this Caw. I hope you guys can enjoy this one. Like I said, this might be one of the better looking Caws this time around. But now let's move on to the next Caw. Alright, next up we have Stunning Randy Kirk. Now, this Caw, if you can't tell by me putting the word stunning in his name, he is supposed to be a pretty boy gimmick. Similar to Cody Rhodes, Dashing Cody Rhodes, or Tyler Breeze, if that would help you associate. This is kind of what his attire looks like. I have the stunning on the trunks, and I really like the colors here. Gold, white, and some maybe that's kind of like maybe this is light pink or normal pink. Maybe you guys could tell me what kind of pink you think this is. And of course, you can see the stunning right across the strap. I think his face kind of pulls a lot of it together because, well, mainly because his hairstyle. His hairstyle really gives me the idea of a preppy kind of pretty boy just personality like in real life instead of a gimmick. I think that kind of pulls it together. And his kick pads and knee pads are old Daniel Bryan. I don't know when he was using these in the WWE, but this is his old kick pads and knee pads. I don't have a design for this one, for this character, so I'm just going to leave these raw. But I still like how they look combined. These look good together. So that's his ring attire, and now his entrance attire. Still no design on it, but I thought it'd be cool to have a good old robe on him, coming out here coming out of the locker room very cocky and showy. A little bit similar to Ric Flair when he comes out. He does that little twirl on the stage, and that's what I thought this would be cool. I think it looks pretty good. Wish I had not some more colors, but I wish at least the gold on this looked a little bit more stand out, because I don't think you would see this depending on where you are. You would see the white and the pink, and that's kind of it. But on to his next attire. With every pretty boy gimmick, we also have a unpretty gimmick. So the unstunning Randy Kirk here. I'm sorry, I don't know why I took that huge pause in between my words. This is unstunning Randy Kirk. He does something to his face, something happens. You can see it, we had to put a little scar there to simulate something happening so you know something happened. And he starts wearing the Cody Rhodes, undashing Cody Rhodes mask. Or what I believe he was playing off to be a nose protector. I think that's what his problem was when he was doing this. He has that little scar there, and now this is like the breakdown of his whole gimmick. He's not stunning anymore because he has this facial deformity. Again, that little scar. It goes all the way up the eye, but of course you can't see it because of the mask. So all of his color change, his attire changes. He gets very generic looking attire. It's all black. We have the CM Punk trunks here with the gray stripes, I guess, and of course on the back it says unstunning. No design, no anything. This is just his gimmick now. Now that he's not, I guess, facially flawless without any, pimples or anything like that, he just goes completely local, and he's now completely unstunning. And of course, now his shirt says "just like you," unstunning. So he's still a heel because he's still implying that everyone else is unstunning and ugly, just like he is right now. I like this because I think I kind of like how it went from light to dark so quickly. One little instance turned his whole road upside down. I think these tires kind of reflect that. And that's all for Randy Kirk. I like this Caw. I'm not sure which Caw I like the most. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Tell me who you think looks the best out of all these Caws that I've shown you today, and the Caws I'll continue to show you. So let's move on to our next Caw. Alright guys, next we have my Extreme character, and I named him Auric Extreme. I kind of like his face. We have nice little Finn Balor hairstyle going on here, and he's gonna keep on this shirt through matches and entrances, And you can read the shirt, obviously, but I'm just going to read it just in case you want to hear it. It says, I love, and love is spelled with the greater than symbol and a 3. So, it's text, which means it's, it's cool. I love chairs, ladders, candlesticks, tables, your pain. And I thought that was a really cool thing. I have this little knot looking design right here on his shoulder for a logo. I don't really know what that is, but I thought it looked kind of cool for his shoulder. So that's what the front of his shirt says. On the back, it just has in the extremist kind of font that they have, Extreme Rules, which and rules with a Z at that. So it's cool. And that's like I was trying to mix up two people in this call, and I was trying to mix up Raven when he was in ECW. I believe with an ECW, he would just like sit down in a corner, and he would demand that the match be made into an Extreme Rules match or a tables match or something like that. And I thought that was really cool when he did it. And I was trying to mix up that idea as well as a Tommy Dreamer attire wise, because I don't think Tommy Dreamer ever took off his shirt like for a full match. He always had his shirt on and then he took it off when something got really extreme. So he has the shirt on and he has these pants. Not a whole lot to say here. With the boots, again, not a whole lot to say here. He keeps on the entrance attire and the ring attire the exact same thing because you can't really add anything for this. Now his other attire is him as kind of a countryist. I'm gonna say that word, and I don't know if it's right or wrong. But it's when you come into the WWE or whatever company you're into, and you are extremely well. You really push your country. You see, Auric Extreme is from France, so of course we have the France here with the colors of France. Good thing that France has an even number of letters, so I had enough letters to do FR, AN, and CE all in different colors. Nothing on the back, because I kind of put everything on the front here, and of course the French flag. And nothing else really to talk about on the top here, or the boots, but this is really him when he comes in, starting out in the company, and he's very loving of his home country, which is France. And his shirt right here says France is superior, and he's very obnoxious. There's not really a whole lot of people who actually there is no one who talks about their country this much and is a face. He's just very obnoxious and egotistical about how great France is, which of course always strikes a chord because we're Americans and we like to believe that America's the best country in the world, which it is, but still. So of course we have France appear on the back, and on the back we have the French flag here. So that's all for this call. I might have to switch his attires here because I think that it's better he comes in as a French loving patriot as opposed to an extreme person and transitioning to a French loving patriot. I think this is like a starter thing, and this is when he levels up in his career. But anyway, let's keep going with the Caw Showcase. Next, we're going to be showing off the tag team that I made for this Caw Showcase. Alright guys, here is one half of my tag team. His name is King Jason Watonga, which is why you can see the king on the front of his tights right there. I think this attire is really different than a lot of other attires I do. I think it looks pretty cool. We have King on the front here to symbolize the king, and then I got this design of a crown on online, and I thought this looks pretty cool. I like it on both sides, and I think the purple stripes go down into the boots. Sorry, not the boots, the knee pads, so that all kind of syncs together. And just because I feel like I have to explain this. The colors black, gold, and purple. Well, not the color black, but the colors gold and purple, I was told, symbolize people of royalty. purple is for some reason a royal color. I don't know why that is, but that's what I heard, and I don't really have a reason to go against it. So I decided to use gold and purple. It's kind of common knowledge that gold is a color for the kings. But of course, he has this tights on with his knee pads and boots. Not really a whole lot to talk about with the boots, but the knee pads, I kind of like how they all go together with the tights. I like how this all kind of syncs together. And for his entrance attire, because he's a king, he does have a king's robe and a king's crown. I like the king's crown, kind of. I think the material I used for this makes it look pretty cool, especially with the rhinestones and everything on it. I think it looks pretty cool, and of course we have the king's robe here. And it still keeps the same colors, black, gold, I don't know, buttons, pelts, I don't know what to call these. And the back of, well, depends on what you think of the back is. But I'm going to say it's the back of the robe is purple. So it keeps the same colors, well, same colors. And this is his king entrance attire. I think this robe is not the best one I could have used. I probably could have used a better robe, and I'll probably change it. I think I saw a good robe that I liked, but I actually forgot to. So I'll probably change the robes for both of the attires. And for his second attire, he keeps the same gimmick, but it's just a different way of him presenting himself. For this one, he's using trunks with, of course, the crown on the front, and on the back it says King Watonga, and purple lettering with gold outline. And I just like these trunks, just kind of how they look. I think the colors look really nice here. But this is just what it is, and of course we have this nice little elbow pad. I like that a whole lot. And the boots and the knee pads aren't really anything to talk about. Just thought these were kind of cool to look at. I'm keeping a lot of color in this gimmick, keeping the same colors, and of course he has that attire, so he still has the robe and the crown on, except the colors for the robe are opposite. So purple button pelt things and a gold back. I kind of prefer the purple back, but honestly, for this one little thing, I don't really mind it. It's not a big deal for me. I just like it as a little bit different. So this is one half of our tag team that I made for this Caw Showcase. This is King Jason Watonga, and he's going to be teaming up with our next Caw, and with another Caw that I'm going to be making soon, a diva this time. She's going to be the queen. They're going to make the kingdom or the empire. I haven't decided what to call them, but I'm pretty sure I'm leaning towards the kingdom. Alright, so let's get on to our next Caw and his tag team partner. Alright guys, here we are. This is Troy Hall. This is the King Jason Watonga's tag team partner. I like what I did here with the face, because I like beards. Beards are cool. And here's the rest of the attire. He is supposed to be the king's servant, which is what he started out as. But somewhere along the line, I transferred him to being the king's servant, to being the king's peasant. Which I guess is, I don't know, maybe he advises the king on the townspeople, make sure there's no talk of rebellion, tyranny and rootiny and whatnot. So on his little strap here for the titan, it says I serve the crown. Little images of the crown he serves. And we have a stripe right here, just for, stripe purposes, I suppose. And on his boots, I like how the boots and the tights combine to make this really looking cool thing right here. And that's just his ring attire. Not a whole lot to talk about right there. And his entrance attire is just the same thing with a nice little shirt here. And he's the servant forever. He does serve the king forever, which is why he does have this shirt on. And the face right here, the little happy smiley face, he's supposed to be happy with serving the king for a while. When the universe starts up, he's going to be a happy servant, even though he's going to be dishing out a lot of the king's abuse when he loses a match, when he fails at something. he still is happy to be a servant. So that's gonna keep. I think a good little thing I'm gonna start with the universe starts up is that as time goes by, that's gonna transform into just a blank face where the smile is now just a straight line, and then it goes into, of course, when he's fed up, a frowny face, and then maybe I'll transfer it to an angry face. So that's his entrance attire. Now his second attire, I accidentally messed up due to the fact that it says it's a superstar attire. I meant to make it a manager attire. We're just going to do that right now. And this is his manager attire. He comes out, he manages the king during some of his matches. He has the same shirt on, servant forever, and he just has some nice blue slash black jeans here with some black boots. Not a whole lot to say here because it's just his manager attire. Nothing really like stands out here. This is kind of like, I guess, also a civilian attire for him. I thought it was pretty cool. So now that we're done with this, let's go into our next Caw. Alright guys, here we go. This is my my masked man, or my luchador for this Caw Showcase. This is Ultimate Wolf, and I think this Caw is pretty cool looking. I feel like I didn't do the best job with his overall attire, but like I said, you guys can tell me what you guys think of the Caws in the comment section. So this is his mask. I like the design I had here. I like this wolf design. It's really cool looking design. And the mask design also looks really cool. I put some stripes over here just for the sake of having them. I think they look pretty cool, but I might delete some of them. I might just put two circles on the ears, just so you can tell where the ears are. That looks pretty normal mask here. And then we're gonna move down. He has this little belly button fuzz. And he has these little, I'm not sure what to call these. I guess gauntlets, I suppose? You can call these gauntlets on both his hands. These are, I believe these are Callisto gauntlets. So that's that. Not really a whole lot to say about that. He does have these old style Seth Rollins tights on, with of course the exact same logo on both sides. Ultimate Wolf. So he has the ultimate on his on the front here, and then he has Wolf on the back. I had to cut up the word wolf, so I had to put WO as one word and then LF as one word, so I can make that correctly. I didn't put any knee pads on them because a lot of the knee pads that I saw cut off a little bit or a lot of the wolf logo, and I really didn't want that because I love the wolf logo. And the ones that didn't just didn't look good. So he has no knee pads, and he has these, what I'm gonna tell you are Dolph Ziggler boots slash kick pads. I don't actually know what these are, if they're kick pads or not, but that's what he has on right here. And that's kind of his entrance. Not his entrance. I'm sorry, I'm messing up a lot today. That's his ring attire, and his entrance attire is this. I kind of like this. This is a Stardust. Um, I guess it's a robe. Maybe it's a cape. I don't know. I don't know what he was doing when he did this. I think he was going through the Adrian Neville um, dude from Arrow rivalry. I don't know what the dude from Arrow's name is. But here we go. We still have the same design on the front, and this looks really cool to me, especially during his entrance. This looks really cool. I'm actually really glad that I put this on. So that's just both attires of his, and now we can go into his when he takes off the mask. Whether he loses it in a mask versus mask match, maybe with Alpha Green or something, or maybe he just I don't know, maybe he takes it off because he's tired of being masked man. He goes to this attire, and of course we have to cut his hair short for sake of him being able to put on the mask, not having to stretch the mask over some huge afro or something. So that's his haircut. Of course, we have the same little chin stuff we had on the other attire. We had it on the other attire, but I didn't really show it off because I didn't think you could see it very well. You have the elbow pad and the tape here. And this is another kind of sleeve that they have in this game. I think this sleeve looks really cool. I don't think it looks cooler than the Finn Balor version or the Justin Gabriel version, but I thought it was still worth putting on. And we have these, I don't know whose trunks these actually are, just some random line down the middle. And of course, when he switches from Ultimate Wolf to whoever, I haven't chosen a name for him yet, because when he gets out of the Alpha, the Ultimate Wolf gimmick, he's probably gonna stop using the name Ultimate Wolf and transfer into a normal name like Chuck Bellingsworth. That's not his real name. I just like the name Chuck Bellingsworth. And we have NMM on the back. Now, inherently, that reminds me of MNM back in like 2000, I don't know, like 2007, 8 or something, with Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro and Melina. I think what that automatically reminds me of. But NMM is an acronym, and it means no more mask. So it just symbolizes him, of course, not having a mask anymore. He has the NMM on the back, and just his boots and knee pads. Nothing really to talk about here. I like these boots, kind of some different color going on here. And then, of course, his entrance attire. He just has a shirt that has the same thing on it. It spells out the acronym, no more mask. Again, it just symbolizes him being maskless, him being, no more mask. And then the same acronym on the back, NMM. So that's this is Ultimate Wolf, and I still haven't decided what a name for him yet is when he takes off the mask. But it will probably just pop up in the universe mode when it starts up. So that's that. That just looks something that's kind of normal to me. So anyway, let's get on with our next COD. Next, we're going to be showing off Lance Tucker. Alright guys, so here is Lance Tucker. I made this call for a friend of mine, his name's Tiger Ripser, and he wanted me to make him a call that was kind of built like a tank, and I guess he said he had a lot of criteria for the call, but I don't have the list that he gave me, or that he sent me over Twitch Whispers. This is like what he, basically he wanted a really big guy, kind of Braun Strowman looking, so this is what I made. I gave him some facial hair. He didn't have facial hair at the beginning, but I added it after because I thought it looked kind of funny and cool. I just thought it looked kind of funny and weird. I enjoy it. I don't know. No elbow pads. He's built like a tank, kind of. He's very big. Not, obviously no six-pack abs, but you really want to meet this guy in a dark alley. Looks like he might rough you up a little bit. Maybe take your girlfriend. He has these nice tights going on. And he has this design. I didn't have a design at the time to put on his left leg, but I wanted to put something here, so I just put this here. I have a design now, but I don't think I'm going to change it because I kind of like it here. I'm just going to leave it. And of course, we have the Archangel here. Now, the Archangel is his gimmick. His name is Archangel Lance Tucker, and for people who don't know, an Archangel is just a very high-rank angel. It's supposed to be something very religious, that when the apocalypse comes, or the second coming of Jesus, if you believe in that, of course, Jesus comes down with his army of angels, and an archangel is a very high-rank angel. I'm not sure if that's the equivalent to a general in normal people terms or something like that. But I just like the word archangel. I thought it was cooler, and it just sounded better than having just the word angel. So he has that. This is like a really basic attire. Just kind of, he's doing solo stuff here. He's not part of a tag team. It's just kind of here. He may be champion, but this is not like a world championship gimmick. He's just maybe U.S. champion, maybe somewhere in the middleweight, but he's not world heavyweight champion yet. He has knee pad. Looks pretty normal, and he has boots on. You can obviously see that. Now, this other attire of his is a bodyguard attire. I also made this card to bodyguard one of my other cards I'm going to be making soon. And he's supposed to look a little bit more intimidating right about here. Supposed to look more intimidating, so he has a little bit of a fuller beard going on. No more of that funny nonsense that we had in the last attire. He's got a full-on manly beard. and just some dark camo pants, gray, white, black, and a lighter form of gray going on here with some nice boots. And I was supposed to make him look a little bit more intimidating, kinda. He's supposed to be the big guy in his group because obviously you can see in the right hand corner he's 6'8", so he's obviously gonna outstature his faction members that he's protecting. But this is like he's bodyguarding them. Looks like a big guy, big, kind of intimidating. I love this. It serves the purpose. I think this serves the purpose of the gimmick, and it'll probably become more clear when you see them all together entering together. I apologize for my stuttering. But that's it for Lance Tucker. I'm probably gonna just refer to him as Lance Tucker just for the sake of shortening his whole name. This one was kind of shorter because this one's kind of straightforward. There's not a whole lot to see with this one. It's kind of straightforward. You see is what you get, as long as you understand everything. We're going to move on to our next car, Maximus. Alright guys, so here is Maximus. Tell me what you guys think about this. Someone told me that it looks like a monkey, and I was making the face. So tell me what you guys think about that. I enjoy having other people's opinions on stuff. This is Maximus. He is the super athlete. So just for all intents and purposes, his full name is the super athlete space Maximus. Just so you can understand this, the super athlete is his nickname. And it gets Maximus on the front of his trunks, and on the back we have the triple X's, and you'll understand what those mean in a minute. Those are not related to porn. Not about porn, something else. Elbow pad and wrist tape, pretty exclamatory. You can kind of see a little bit of difference here because these wrist or finger tape, or whatever you want to call them, these are like one of the few tapes that I have that aren't black. I normally have black wrist, elbow, hand tape because I tend to have a lot of black in my attires. This is one of the few that aren't. So next we also have knee pads and boot combo. I think these are really good. I really like it when the boots and the knee pads go together and kind of sync. They look really good together. This is one of those times. So we have these nice looking knee pads. And I'm not using socks, by the way. These are just like the normal knee pads. And then the boots, of course. And we have M on both sides. So it does, it does have the M on it for Maximus. So that's his ring attire. Now we have his entrance attire, and you see what the triple X's mean now. The triple X's, I do not drink, I do not smoke, I do not do drugs. I am straight edge. That's what the shirt says, and that is what Maximus is. I thought it was a really good idea. Someone asked me to make a straight edge character anyway, and I thought this kind of worked out well. The super athlete Maximus, and he is the super athlete because he does not drink, because he does not smoke, because he doesn't do drugs. Because he is straight edge, he's the super athlete. I thought that was a really nice idea, and it kind of all worked together. So next we have this other attire. Now he doesn't have a entrance attire because I don't want people to know what this means yet. He's gonna have a shirt, but I'm gonna put the BITW on it, and I'm gonna explain what that means. Well, I'm not gonna explain it. I'm just gonna let you know what it means when you see it, which is why he doesn't have a shirt right now. When the Universe Mode keeps going, he's gonna have a shirt, but I don't want anyone to know what the BITW means before it starts up. So if you do know, please don't spoil it. Please just keep it to yourself. Please, just do that for me. And we have these front and back kind of trunks here. I kind of like how they look. I feel like the blue is bleeding into the black with this design, and I think that looks really, really cool. So of course we have the BITW on the front, the what I believe are Wade Barrett trunk designs on the actual trunks themselves. And again, I think the blue is kind of like bleeding into the black. I think it looks really cool. It's a really cool idea. And we have just some blue knee pads and some black kick pads. Not a whole lot to say about this particular attire, but like I said, you guys will understand what this kind of means when the Universe Mode gets going and he changes the tires and he changes gimmicks. So now that we're done with this attire, let's go on to our number 10. This will be our 10th Caw, and we are almost gonna be done here. This is Maximus, the super athlete. So now let's keep on moving with our number 10. Alright guys, here we go. This is my character Storm. I really like how this character turned out. We have some nice little Finn Balor hair. I love Finn Balor hair, so this is gonna be something I really like to do. Got a nice, basic, body type. This little tattoo over here, just thought it looked pretty cool, so I'm gonna keep it on. This is some different kind of wrist. This isn't even wrist tape. This is just wristbands. So these are kind of like what you see is what you get kind of thing. And I really like this little design I had right here. So, you can obviously read. It has Storm in the middle, Super on the top of the circle, and Kick on the bottom of the circle. And if you can't already tell, his finishing move is a super kick. So that kind of, that makes you understand. And I don't have anything on the back of them, but I do have these with this little stripe that I put on one side of the trunks. So I think it looks pretty cool. I really like the trunks. I like how these trunks turned out. And the boots and the knee pads are nothing really to look at, really. I'm just going to skip over them. Now, what I really like is his entrance attire with this jacket. This is one of the old Daniel Bryan jackets. This is maybe when he was doing his whole, I think he chanted no, we chanted yes. And we went back and forth. He was wearing this jacket during this time. He might have also been in Team Hell No during this jacket's era. But this is during that time. We have the same design on his jacket. Super kick, except the colors are a little bit changed up, just for, of course, purposes of the jacket. I really like this jacket because I think this jacket looks just so cool. I just really love this jacket. So that's his entrance attire. Moving on to his second attire, this is his championship attire. When he's champion, this is going to be what he's wearing. And we have the good old Sheamus trunks here. Of course, you can read the word champion on them. And on the back, he still has the same design. Super on the top of the circle, Kick on the bottom, and Storm, his name, going through the middle. This looks actually like a little bit of a cleaner version of it, but it's still the same design. A different kind of sleeve here. I think it looks kind of silkier, to be honest with you. I think it looks kind of better than some of the other ones. But a little bit of a nicer sleeve here. Some tiny bit of hand tape. You can't. Wanted to point that out. On both sides. And of course, his championship attire. He does still have the jacket on. Except now he just has the word champion in it instead of his logo. So that's that. You can pretty much read that. You can see. And of course we have the champion right here. This is the championship attire. He comes out when he has a championship or when he has a championship match in that attire, and well, that's his championship attire. That's what he wears as the champion. Not a whole lot changes really. It's more like just the persona, because he's still wearing gold/yellow for both attires. So that's gonna be it for Storm. Now we're going to go into our last Caw, our number 11. We're going to Austin Ali's tag team partner. Alright. Alright guys, so here is Akane Morrison. He is the tag team partner of Austin Ali. And when they are together, they form a tag team called the Top Guys. So with that tag team in mind, they have not the same exact attire, but the same colors. White, brown, and blue. And I have this little stripe here to go up the trunk design. And on the back, you can see it says Top Guys. Well, that was easy. It has Top Guys right there to, tell you about the tag team name. And the whole, that's where the main draw is. His upper body stuff, like his sleeve and everything, I'm not really going to mention that, because it's not really anything to look at, really. The cool thing about his entrance attire, though, is that he has this nice little jacket. I really like this jacket. I don't know who this is. This might be Stunning Steve Austin before he was Stone Cold Steve Austin. But I like this jacket. This is like a really cool jacket. I enjoy how it looks. And Austin Ali has his name on the back of his shirt when he comes out, because they both start out doing the Chris Jericho entrance where you see his back first and then his face and everything. So on the back, they both have their names. Austin Ali has his name on the back of his shirt, and Akane Morrison has his name on the back of his jacket. You can't really see it because of his hair, but I've played his entrance a few times, so you can see it better. So that's just his first attire when he's dealing with Austin Ali. Now, I haven't decided who betrays who when that tag team breaks up. And I'm pretty sure Akane is going to betray Austin, but I haven't really decided anything yet. Just, thinking ahead. Now, for this attire, I had to ask you guys, actually, because I couldn't come up with an idea. I didn't know what gimmick to give him when he became a solo person. So, I think it was the same day that I uploaded this video, uh, Instantly Epic said that his gimmick should be a perfectionist that thinks the world of money for the top guy who says, I'm the real top guy. And Front Street Boys said, I think that his gimmick after the tag team breakup should be that he is the top guy and the top guy of the company. I like both those ideas, and I kind of combine them, but I don't like how both of those ideas, he's still kind of stuck in the top guy idea. He's still kind of hanging on to his former tag team. I wanted him to be something completely different, as if the tag team didn't exist at all and he just popped up out of nowhere. So this is what I came across. He's still the top guy around quotation marks, but he's not the top guy anymore. Now he's an elite. He's an elite wrestler, and he deserves to be treated like an elite. He's an elite Saiyan prince. So he has, the armband here, with the word elite on it. The trunks has this weird little design here. I just wanted to put it there for some reason. Elbow pad, wrist tape, and finger tape. Nothing to sneeze at. But I like what I put on the back. It says, "Hello, I'm an elite," and it's made in that name tag way, and I thought that was really cool. So he switches also the white, brown, and blue from when he was with Austin Ali to some red and some black. A little bit of white, but primarily red and black, with these nice little knee pads on it. Now his entrance attire is him with a different shirt. On the front it says, "Hello, I'm an elite." The same thing it says on his trunks, on the back at least. "Hello, I'm an elite," and on the back it says, "Remember that." So you remember that Akane Morrison is an elite. And I thought this was a really cool idea. Shout out to those two guys for helping me out with this call. I really do appreciate it. And now we're done with this call creation. I hope you guys can enjoy this. Now, I don't know if I've already said this. I said it in the beginning of the video, but I want to say it again. A couple things. I apologize. These calls aren't my best, but I'm gonna be doing some better calls for the next series. The next 12 calls I'm gonna make a lot of better calls, and I apologize for these calls not being the best. Also, of course, this episode was one call short compared to the other one, and the next one, this only had 11 calls. I did some minor error in my math, and I thought I had 12 when I actually have 11. So that's my fault. That's my fat. My bad. I can't talk today. I apologize for that too, and I apologize for my poor math. And I also decided I'm going to be doing my call creations in a combined format. Sometimes I'm going to be streaming one call being made from steps 1 to 100. From the call being made, his other attire, his entrance, his victory scene, and his moveset, and then his testing match. And sometimes I'm just going to upload a video with the call already done. if I upload a video with the caw already done, feel free to post a comment on it and tell me what you guys think. But just as a future disclaimer, all caws that are going to be posted in a video already done are going to be 2 caws, and their testing match is going to be them versus each other, just so I can move this along a little bit faster. So, hope you guys could enjoy. One more little disclaimer, I apologize if I'm talking too fast. I tend to do that, and I can't really control it. So tell me in the comment section, and I'll try to slow it down in future videos. I don't know why, I'm like messing with the camera a lot. But anyway, now I'm really done with all these disclaimers. I apologize for keeping you guys here so long with all these disclaimers. But I hope you guys could enjoy this caw. I appreciate you guys sticking with me for this series, and I really do apologize for these caws, sorry, not being up to par. Again, I'm doing a lot more work on my next couple caws. The next episode might actually be 14 caws instead of 12 or 11, just so I can compensate for my mistake with this Caw Showcase only being 11. But like I said again, hope you guys can enjoy the video. I really appreciate you guys watching the video and enjoying the content. And I will see you guys later in the next video and or in the next stream.